So, I've been seeing a lot of the problem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe videos, right? I've been seeing a lot of them. And while I agree with a lot of them, I don't think it's entirely necessary, right? Because most of these videos, like, over half the people that are seeing them are, like, super, Marvel fans that don't give a fuck either way, right? So you're never going to convince them, right? They're already suckered in. They're already brainwashed. You can't save them. And the other half of the fans are people that already agree with you. So you're just stroking their fucking egos. So I don't really understand the point of these uh, things. I like them. I like how they break it down and put into words what I already feel about the Marvel films, right? Other than like the Avengers theme in the first Avengers movie, none of the fucking music is memorable, right? That's a fucking fact we can all agree on, right? And they're not really like films, right? They're like anthology films, or it's a series or something. They're not actual movies. They're not actual films. And that might be like a really negative thing to say, right? What do you mean they're not movies? It's like, no, a movie actually has its own original fucking story. Its own original sound design, its fucking own original fucking soundtrack, own original fucking cinematography, right? Where's the cinematography in any of these Marvel films? It's either handheld or it's on a tripod, right? It's either Steadicam or it's handheld for the action sequences. And by the way, all the action sequences are all cut together, like 50 frames cut together. So it's fucking jumping all over the place and it fucking looks like shit. But yeah, you're never going to convince somebody that likes Marvel that they're wrong. Even though they're like really wrong. And they're ruining films by liking these films, right? Because now that these Marvel films are so popular, every film has to be like a fucking Marvel film now. And it's fucking annoying. It used to just be you make a good superhero film, enough people see it, you're gonna make another one. That's what it used to be, right? The first Batman movie. They weren't thinking, let's have like 5 Batman films. They're thinking, let's have Tim Burton make a good Batman film. And he did. It made a lot of money. Like, all right, that works. Make another one. He made another one. It made a lot of money. All right, it worked. Let's make another one. They never had plans. You know what I'm saying? They never fucking were putting little teasers that never paid off. Little teasers to get you excited about future films that never fucking come through. They're just making the best possible films, that they could. And I feel like, this is what the DCU has been doing, right? With Man of Steel. Like, Zack Snyder, he was just trying to make the best Superman movie possible. And he did it. BVS. He saw an opening for a sequel, right? Of how Man of Steel ended and how everyone complained about the destruction. He's like, all right, this is our opening. We can make the sequel about that. And why the people are against Superman. Because they were against Superman. Right? Actual people in real life. They're against Superman. They're against the fucking movie. So you make a movie about that. Wonder Woman. Definitely ain't thinking about a sequel there. They're just making the best Wonder Woman movie possible. Suicide Squad. Does it really look like a fucking movie that has like sequels written all over it? It kind of ends, right? Enchantress dies. El Diablo dies. You know what I'm saying? They all get sent back to prison. It's not like, oh, get ready for our next adventure, type movie. Joker breaks out Harley Quinn at the end. That's setting up a Batman film, maybe. It's only setting up the fact that those characters are going to show up in a later film. That's not Suicide Squad. That's all it's setting up. And, Suicide Squad, I feel like that film gets a lot of fucking hate for no reason, right? I mean, like, what were people, like, truly expecting with that film? Right? Am I crazy? It's called Suicide Squad. The book isn't much. The comic book isn't much. It's not that deep. What were you expecting with the film? Why were people so fucking disappointed, right? Doesn't make any sense. What were you expecting? It's a movie about villains. That's it. Likeable villains. That's it. But you give them a film that has a lot of deep meaning, like Batman vs Superman, and they still hate it. You know, there's no winning with people because they're already brainwashed by Marvel. So it's almost like a lose-lose situation here. But then they like Wonder Woman for no fucking reason. Oh, it's great. It's a great film, even though it does the same exact story beats as fucking Man of Steel. Really, maybe not the exact same, but it's pretty fucking close. It's just very interesting. I don't understand how people could be so fucking. They're so in love with Marvel that anybody who doesn't like it, they're automatically attacked and hated, right? I fucking hell. People are ridiculous. You go through comments on any fucking video talking about the problems of Marvel, there's always going to be somebody, lots of people actually, hundreds of people, say, you're just a fucking hater losers. Stop feeding the hater fandom, or whatever the fuck that bullshit is. And, I was hating these movies long before these fucking videos came out, so, whatever. Movies are made for different people who have different tastes. Sorry if I don't like your stupid movies. That don't tie into anything, right? Sorry, I don't like your stupid movies that fucking never pay off. And I never feel any satisfaction watching them, right? Anyway, moving on. I think y'all get the idea. Alright, so I'm not going to see Thor Ragnarok. And it's not that I watched a review or anything. It's just that I genuinely don't give a shit about watching Marvel movies anymore. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Okay? Movie's been out for how long? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a fucking trailer for that movie. I saw one trailer for Thor Ragnarok. I'm not seeing Thor. Okay? I think the last Marvel movie I saw in the theaters was Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming. And it was a disappointment, just like Civil War was. So I'm not going to watch those movies anymore. I feel nothing when watching those movies. And honestly, never saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I felt like I didn't miss anything. Felt like I just didn't miss anything. Felt like the whole world just continued. Like nothing happened, right? And that's kind of the problem with Marvel films. Nothing about them is life-changing. Nothing about them makes you think. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it makes you question, like, what the true messages of the movie are, right? Which ones are positive? Like, I'm trying to think of what Marvel movies send a positive message. I'm trying to think. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Take nothing seriously and you'll get everything handed to you. Oh, what a great message. What a great message. Take nothing seriously and you'll get everything handed to you. That's not the real message. I would suppose the real message is, I guess, anybody can be your family, I guess. I guess that's the message, right? Family is people that you surround yourself with that care about you, I guess. But the movie never really delved in to these people actually caring about each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know about these Marvel messages they're trying to, like... And, it's not so much that, like, the movies are filled with endless jokes, and everything's a fucking joke. Even the goddamn fight at the end of Civil War is a fucking joke. Like, when they're fighting each other, and Tony goes, "But I thought you were my friend." They fucking keep... That shit made me burst out laughing when Tony said that. I thought you were my friend. Why would you think that, Tony? You've been a dick to him since the first Avengers movie. Why on earth would you think you're friends? It didn't make any sense. Yeah, that shit made me laugh. Was that supposed to be the heavy moment? Is that supposed to be the interesting, thought-provoking moment? Because, I laughed out loud when I heard that. Which is funny, because when I saw Batman vs. Superman and the Martha moment happen, I started to cry. And a lot of other people start to laugh. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And then when the Civil War, movie happens, and Tony says that ridiculous line, everybody cries, and I'm the only one laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they want to be individuals, but they act like everybody else. Like, how are you being yourself if you're just doing the same thing everybody else is doing? You know what I'm saying? You're just like, I don't know. I don't know. I fucking hate having to keep defending why I like, DC movies more than Marvel movies. It's like, that's always been the case for me, though. Even back when the MCU didn't exist and you had movies like The Punisher, and Daredevil and stuff like that. I like those movies, honestly. Punisher with Thomas Jane, I love that movie. That is the best Punisher movie they will ever make. And Daredevil isn't horrible. I mean, the director's cut's way better than Daredevil. But, back when those movies were out, DC movies that were being released were like Constantine, with Keanu Reeves. And that movie's fucking good. That's a good fucking movie. And it's not that it was dark and depressing. That's another fucking thing that pisses me off so much. When people say that these new DC movies are dark and depressing, Man of Steel, BVS, Suicide Squad, what about them is fucking depressing? I swear to God. Like, if I could punch these people, I would. Like, what about them is fucking depressing? You know what I'm saying? Superman sacrifices himself to save the world at the end of Man of Steel for people who don't deserve it. That's depressing. I think that's pretty uplifting, That's pretty heroic. That's some Jesus shit. You know what I'm saying? He chooses Earth over Krypton. Krypton had its chance. Like, that is some fucking powerful, uplifting shit. What is depressing about it? What's depressing about it? He never knew Krypton. Why would he care about Krypton over Earth? You know what I'm saying? Like, he snaps Zod's neck to save the world. What is depressing about it? Yeah, it's depressing for Superman, but for us, the audience, for the world, it's pretty great. He made the best decision possible. BVS. What is so fucking depressing about it? What's so depressing about it? Batman goes from being lost, to by the end of the movie when Superman sacrifices himself again to save the world that doesn't give a shit about him. Batman becomes a hero again. What's depressing about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is so fucking depressing about it? We all know Superman's going to come back from the dead anyway, so there's no way you're depressed because Superman died. There's no way that's the situation. We all know he's coming back. That's the Superman story. So what's depressing about it? It's just pissed me off so much. Yeah, you could say the movies are dark. That's fine. But when you start saying, like, Suicide Squad is depressing, how? How? They purposely made Suicide Squad more fun for you dumbass general audience people that aren't listening to this. I'm only speaking, to the choir, really. But they purposely made Suicide Squad the way it was for the general audience, because of all the fucking vitriol Batman vs. Superman got. They changed Suicide Squad at the last second. Instead of just like going through with what David Ayer fucking already had. They should have just did that. They should just let the movie be. But no, we had to change it because you all want fucking jokes every 10 seconds. Because you all fucking can't pay attention to a story or a narrative. You proved it in BVS that you don't give a shit about character development. You don't give a shit about characters being dissected. You don't give a shit about any of that. This shit is what makes DC Comics DC Comics. Dissecting characters. And these general audience people, these MCU fans are ruining it. They're just going to make DC movies just like Marvel movies, and then there'll be no point to comic book movies in general. There'll be no point to it. If it's all just a fucking popcorn fest, fucking good old time, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck if it's just that? You don't learn dick when a fucking story is told like that. You don't gain any knowledge. You don't think when a movie's like that. When a movie that's all fun, like Thor Ragnarok, fun. When a movie like that comes out, nobody remembers it past a week. No one gives a fuck about a movie like that. That movie doesn't change lives. But seeing characters being dissected to their core, finding out who these characters really are, that's shit that stays with you. That's shit that you can grow from. That's shit you can learn from. That's the point of a fucking movie. Oh, it's just an entertaining good time. That's all a movie needs to be. Fuck you. You're the reason. If Justice League sucks, if Justice League is just a fucking popcorn fest with endless jokes, you can blame Marvel fans. You can blame general audience. Okay? You can blame all those fucking dumbass people. And now we're going to make movies that just appeal to everybody else but the smartest people, right? Why aren't we just trying to make movies that appeal to smart people? The end, If y'all don't like it, good fucking for you. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. BBS still made a shit ton of money. I don't care. Okay? Who cares if a bunch of people didn't like it? Who cares if 90% of the audience didn't like it? 90% of the audience is fucking dumb as fuck anyway. Who gives a fuck what they think? They like Marvel movies. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I guess this is more like a video, like a message to DC and Warner Brothers. Just keep making good movies. You know what I'm saying? Just keep making smart, intelligent films. And it will pay off in the future. And it's not going to pay off right now because there's a lot of dumb people right now. There always has been a lot of dumb people. I mean, you can't argue with me. 80% of this country is dumb as fuck. That's a fact. It's not like... And it's funny because most people have internet. It's like, how are you this fucking stupid and you still have internet access? But no. I mean, it really comes back to my worry of Justice League. Like there was jokes in the trailer, and it's just like, I'm fine with a couple jokes. Just don't fucking sacrifice the plot of the story. Don't sacrifice the character development. Don't sacrifice everything we've already gone through to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? And Justice League movies are fun. I mean, if you watch any DC animated Justice League movie, there's always a little bit of fun in it. You know what I'm saying? Green Lantern is always the funniest one, Like that moment in Justice League War when Batman takes off his cowl and is like, this is bigger than us. And Green Lantern's like, what are you doing? When Batman takes off his fucking cowl, Green Lantern's like, who's Bruce Wayne? Because Hal Jordan doesn't pay attention to like news or like anything like that. So he doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is. Like that kind of shit's funny as fuck. I wouldn't mind seeing some of that in the new Justice League movie. And it's alright to have jokes during big battle sequences. That doesn't matter. As you can't have jokes, though, when we're talking about serious shit. When the villain is about to kill somebody, you don't make a joke. You know what I'm saying? When someone's about to die, you shouldn't be cracking a joke. When a big, heavy moment is happening, no one should be joking. Okay? But if it's like a big battle scene and Aquaman's having a fun time, like being a fucking warrior, Wonder Woman's having a good time being a warrior because that's what she likes to do. Like we saw in Batman vs. Superman, her smiling when she was fighting Doomsday. Like we already have seen some of these characters enjoy fighting. And Wonder Woman's one of those characters that enjoys fighting. And now they made Aquaman a character that enjoys fighting. That's fine. That's fine. That's where the charm of the movie's going to come from. But god damn it, if it's anything like Thor Ragnarok or anything like that, I'm going to be pissed. I don't know what the fuck this video was about. I started off ranting about fucking MCU bullshit, and now I'm just talking about Justice League. I don't know. It's getting way off topic. I don't know what y'all think. Fun. Everything's got to be fucking fun all the fucking time. You can't think about anything. You can't fucking dissect anything. Everything's got to be fun. It's fucking annoying. I love Film Gob. Watch his channel. He is great. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all next one. Bye.